and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. And today, guys, we are taking a look at, I guess, who Biden is going to nominate to basically be the SEC chair. We'll also take a look at, I guess, what's happening at the OCC as well. So really interesting stuff, guys. Hopefully you find it useful and informative. And if you do, go ahead and smash that like button because you know how Chris really appreciates it. And if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By doing so, you're going to be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, Chris, shall we jump straight over and see exactly what is going on here with the Biden administration to potentially nominate their SEC chair?
Yeah, let's do it, Nick. I think this could be really good news for XRP holders.
Fantastic. Right. So exclusive. I like that. Exclusive. Biden to name Gary 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. I'm not even sure how to say that. I'm just going to call him Gary. As the US SEC chair, sources say. So Gary will be named chair of the US Securities and Exchange Commission by President-elect Joe Biden. Says two sources familiar with the matter and appointment likely to prompt concern among Wall Street firms of tougher regulations. So basically, Gary was chair of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, the CFTC, from 2009 to 2014, and said since November has led Biden's transition planning for financial industry oversight. So his appointment to the country's top securities regulator is expected to put an end to the 4-year rule easing that Wall Street banks, brokers, funds, and public companies have enjoyed under President Donald Trump's SEC Chair Jay Clayton. So at the CFTC, Gary implemented dramatic new swaps trading rules mandated by Congress following the 2007 and 2009 financial crisis. Thank you, banks. Developing a reputation as a hard-nosed operator willing to stand up to powerful Wall Street interests. Former Goldman Sachs banker and professor at MIT School of Management, Gary. It's funny, isn't it? So many people, come from Goldman Sachs. They must all know each other. Anyway, Gary also oversaw the prosecution of big investment banks for rigging labor. So the benchmark for trillions of dollars in lending worldwide. So Gary did not respond to a request for a comment after a spokesman for Biden did not immediately respond to a similar request. So progresses are likely to cheer, the appointment. So former Wall Street lawyer, Clayton was criticized by Democrats and all that kind of good stuff. This could be potentially, positive news. And obviously, this guy's having to clean up the mess, right? That Jay Clayton has left behind for Ripple, for the Ripple lawsuit. It potentially could be good news for XRP, right, Chris?
Yeah, I think so. Particularly if he's crypto friendly, like I'm being led to believe. I think it possibly a really good thing for XRP holders that have obviously been negatively impacted. I guess the long and short of it is due to the SEC trying to protect investors, right?
They were doing a bang-up job. So this guy's got a lot to answer for. Not that he was there at the time, but ultimately he's heading the SEC, and they basically caused that multi-billion-dollar pain. So lots to figure out and to solve in the coming weeks and months. So interesting to see that this guy's Gary is going to be heading up. That's going to be hopefully really good news for the Ripple lawsuit, for XRP, for the XRP community, and hopefully for the entire crypto space as well. But beyond that, we also have this, right? So Brian Brooks, crypto-friendly bank regulator, expected to step down this week, right? So that's going to be a little bit of pain because he is so crypto-friendly, right? Former, he used to be over at Coinbase, I believe, Chris. That's
Yeah,
Pretty certain
it
that's
was.
where it came from. So yeah, very, very crypto friendly. It's been doing fantastic work in trying to, sort out the world of crypto from a regulatory point of view and all that kind of good stuff. So it does some stellar work. So the acting head of the US federal banking regulator is reportedly stepping down this week. Brian Brooks, who is currently leading the US Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, the OCC, will leave the federal agency within the next few days. So Brooks was named acting comptroller last summer after first joining the agency in March. He was nominated to serve a full term by President Donald Trump. However, with Trump's loss in the November presidential election and the Democratic Party retaking the Senate earlier this month, thanks to the results of the re-runoff election in the state of Georgia, it appears that more likely President Joe-elect Biden will nominate his own choice to run the agency. So in an email, the OCC Deputy Comptroller for Public Affairs basically refused to comment on such rumors. So Brooks, the former general counsel at Coinbase, has had a major impact on the OCC's crypto approach during his brief tenure, right? So during his term, the OCC published several imperative letters. I'm not even sure if I'm definitely not saying that right. Or made statements announcing the banks can provide services to issuers of stablecoins. Partner with crypto custodians, conduct payments using stablecoins, and operate nodes on blockchain networks. Right, so massive things have been accomplished by Brooks, right? So possibly his most far-reaching impact came from his push for fintech startups like crypto companies to secure national banking charters, allowing them to operate throughout the country without needing to apply for each state's money transmitter's licenses, right? So if we put these two, right, we'll have Jay Clayton in this hand, right, and we'll have Brian Brooks in this hand. One's done a lot more good than the other, right? So it's going to be a shame to see him go. I really do. I wonder who would potentially fill those rather large boots. So, however, the crypto-friendly regulator drew backlash from members of Congress, 6 of whom wrote an open letter to after the election asking Brooks to focus on economic relief during the pandemic rather than crypto regulations. And sure, right, there's going to be criticism from some of those other guys as well. But nonetheless, I think for the crypto space, I think he's done an absolutely stellar job, pun intended. What's all your thoughts on all of this, Chris? Obviously, we see, ultimately, a new head of SEC and potentially someone else coming in here to take over OCC as well.
Yeah, so from one side of things, I think it's a really good thing for XRP in the respect that you've got Gary coming in for the SEC. I think that's going to be a good thing. Brian Brooks, on the other hand, I feel like it's a real shame because particularly for the crypto space, he's done an awful lot of great things, right? But on the flip side, he's also saving the future of the banks and the banking industry as well, because it is just going one way, right? And it's only a matter of time before fintech companies start to take over that world, and the banks have just been far too slow to sort of, I don't know, up their game and sort of move things forward. The technology they're using is just so old. So yeah, it's a shame. I'm hopeful that somebody's going to come in that's going to continue the great work that Brian has been sort of doing.
Fantastic. So guys, if you found this useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. You know how Chris appreciates it. And so do I. And if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all this said, we hope you have a fantastic day and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.